Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of the Washington Capitals Franchise Mode, Episode 3 here. As we all know, after Episode 2, we made it to the conference final where we fell short in 6 games to the Montreal Canadiens. Had the series tied up, but Montreal winning games 5 and 6 in a close fashion of 3-2 on both games. Final's going to be Vancouver versus Montreal. I know those Canadiens fans out there, they would be very happy to see that. Two Canadian teams facing off in the final. Wonder who's going to win that. We'll see once we sim to the draft. So I'll simulate the draft and team. I think we're going to try to keep everyone together. That's what I'm going to try to do. Right before the draft, of course, we need to address some contracts here. Some big contracts, definitely. One comes to mind is Braden Holtby and Nicholas Backstrom is another. So some big names right there that I just threw out. But we have a couple of big names here, as Madison Bowey is also expiring. So signing at least two of these guys, and hopefully one of these guys can be a luxury for us. For that to happen, of course, we're probably going to have to give them long-term contracts. Less amount of money, longer term, just to get that amount of money down. Because definitely going short term with them isn't an option here. Nicholas Backstrom, I think we could just give him what he wants. 5 years. So I'll simulate and I'll update you on some contract situations. Finals tied at 1, Vancouver and Montreal apiece, but I'm stopping here because Backstrom rejected, but Holtby accepted, surprisingly. Backstrom definitely demanding more money here that we give to him. Looks like we'll have to give it to him because we kind of don't have much of a choice here. We'll give him 5 years at 7.25. I think that should be good. Once we sign Backstrom, we can see who else we can sign. So finally, Backstrom accepted our 7.4 for 6 years, I believe it was. Quite an expensive contract, but we do want Ovi to get his assist support, so I think he should be good for us. This leaves us with we're going to re-sign with the Capitals, of course. I think they're offering us the most money. New York is. But we'll re-sign with the Capitals. Vancouver won the Stanley Cup, by the way, so should be good. That could have been a good story right there. They probably would have destroyed us if we made the final anyways. Madison Bowey we could not afford. Neither can really... We can try signing Grubauer to 2 years. We have Barber there. I'm also going to want a contract extension. Try giving these guys some somewhat of extensions. Definitely want this low elite rookie there on the team. So I think we're at the draft now. I'll simulate to the draft and I'll show you guys season awards and of course all that stats and all that stuff. So here at the draft, we're definitely gonna review some regular season awards and stuff like that. Let's take a look at the playoff tree, of course. Vancouver knocked off Montreal in 6 games like Montreal did to us. Vancouver having pretty, actually, other than Minnesota, they had a pretty tough path to the Stanley Cup. But Chicago put up a fight with them, so did Arizona, and as well did Montreal in the finals. Just wasn't enough for them. And there's the East. In the East, we, of course, we came over the Penguins. Then we also kind of made our way into the conference finals by defeating the Islanders. Regular season awards. You've got President's Trophy was Calgary. I think they were knocked off in the first round. I'm not sure there. Patrick Kane, kind of the best player right there. Conn Smythe to Demko. That's interesting. Vezina went to Carey Price. No surprise there, honestly. Bobrovsky with the Jennings. Theodore with Madison Memorial. Selke went to Getzlaff. That's nice, seeing one of those Ducks up there. Ted Lindsay to Kane. So no Capitals up there, unfortunately. So no Rocket Richard for Ovi this time. Maybe you can bounce back next year. So we'll go into the draft here right before, though. Let's see our contract situations. Oh, we can afford Bowie. Supposedly some of our players did retire. We can try giving him this contract. That's all we can give him, literally. Nothing more. So hopefully he accepts that. So I think what I'll do is I'll go into the draft. If I make any trades, I'll update you on that. Other than that, you don't really need to see any of the draft. So yeah. So we've drafted Elson in the second round, medium starter, but I think we'll be trading him for Stuart Skinner, a more asserted goalie for sure in the NHL so far, or AHL I should say for now. Could be our future backup right there. Minor starting, 21 years of age, 76 overall, pretty solid. Can we just get the Oilers to accept? I'll update you on that. So in the end, we ended up getting him. All we had to do was give up extra second rounder, unfortunately, but what can you do? So I'll do the rest of the draft, and I'll see you guys at the resign phase. Big news here, Bowie accepted to his 2-year contract extension. Should be huge for us here as we go into this resign phase. We also got Barber back, I think. Some expiring contracts, some big ones is Ovi, of course, that's going to be huge for us. I got Verana there, Niskanen, not as much, but Verana's going to be huge. Burakovsky, of course, Lekanen, maybe not as much. TVR could be one, Degoopsy. But yeah, we're definitely going to have to extend some of these guys that will be able to offer them extensions over the off season. Other than that, we'll just resign the players that aren't signed, which really isn't that much. It's mostly next year here that I'm concerned for. Kulak, I feel like that's someone that we would like to keep. Can't afford him though. Might need to let him go. Booma, we can try. I'll sign Park. Some of these rookies, high overall. Definitely guys that I want to sign. And that, I think we're set. Doesn't look like we're going to be getting Booma, either Kulak, Park, and Lion accepted, but the rest rejected. So we'll just go to free agency, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, so we're here at free agency. Probably going to be looking to acquire some minimum contract players. Definitely guys that are going to be super cheap for us. Andreas England, Percy's, Knight, you got him, dirt cheap. Pyatt, definitely someone that I like as a fourth line solid depth guy. Michael Kempney, which they do have in real life, can get him. Zach Sanford, get him back on the team. Max Lajoie. It's on the Ottawa Senators right now. Bottom 6. Let's see here. Hathaway. Come up. Bain. Paul Curry. Why not sign him back on the team? Eric Gustafson, can also get him. Solid depth defenseman. MacArthur, we can also get him. Clark MacArthur. Victor Sverberg. Yeah, we can get him. Most of these moves are just depth moves overall, I think. Getting some of these guys. So, I'll simulate and update you on the contract situations that we have coming up. So Hathaway accepted, Kempney accepted, MacArthur got him, Pyatt, Sanford. Rest, think they're gonna reject because of roster space. So I'll simulate to next season and I'll see you guys there. Also, some big things that I forgot to address here. We need to sign Alex Ovechkin to a contract extension. Honestly, thinking 8. 5 years would be fairly reasonable here. Probably will give him this. Hopefully he'll accept that. Vrana up next. We do have a boatload of cap to spend, so 26 million should be plenty enough for these guys. Vrana, someone that definitely we want to re-sign. 7.8 might be a little bit steep, I think, so I think we'll give him the 6.75. Niskanen, I think 2 years at 4.275 should be plenty more than enough. Burakovsky hasn't done much, to be honest. Probably gonna stick with this short-term extension bridge contract. Probably will give him that. Arturi Lehkonen actually hasn't done much for us. We'll probably give him $4 million for 3 years. Seems fair. TVR, it's literally the same contract that he has right now, so we'll give him that. Degoopsy, I think we'll want to resign him. He's a solid 3rd/4th liner. Barber, we signed a 1-year deal. We'll wait on this. Sign him. Skinner, I'm gonna definitely want to sign to a 4-year deal. I think that should be good enough. So if he busts, we should be fine, honestly. Yeah, basically, I think we seem to keep everyone, so I'll simulate up to next season, and I'll see you guys there, guys. So Ovi and I think Niskanen, I believe, rejected their contracts. We did get Vrana, though, and also TVR rejected. Hopefully we can sign these guys. Honestly, this is a no-brain move for us here. We'll get Ovi up to a 5-year contract. I'll give him $9 million if he wants it. He's the cornerstone, or whatever you want to call it, of our franchise. We're not going to be giving up him so easily, for sure. Niskanen and TVR can wait. So I'll submit it to next season, and I'll update you that on Ovi. Ovi, of course, accepted. No-brainer for him. So simulate next season. I'll see you guys there. So here, looking pretty good. At the start of the regular season here, playing the Predators in the season opener. First line looking actually quite a different look here for us, for the Capitals here. Ovechkin, Backstrom, and Vrana, not Oshie. Vrana stepping up, taking Oshie's spot. Oshie stepping down, taking Vrana's spot. So kind of passing of the torch there at the right wing's position. Vrana definitely going to be someone that's going to be good for us in the future. Second line, Burakovsky, Kuznetsov up to an 88 overall. Very solid player for us. It's hard to believe that they only got him at 26 overall. But yeah, Oshie regressed slightly. Still going to be solid for us, I think. If not, Arturi Lehkonen can step in. Burakovsky can shift to the right wing as he usually does play, but he is playing on the left right now at 83 overall. Then you got Lars Eller there, of course, solid top 9 forward, and you also got Tom Wilson there to provide us with some grit there. Fourth line, Degupsy, Beagle, and Barber. Jay Beagle, has not aged at all. He's been aging very well so far. Still a fourth liner. Was and is a fourth liner. Defense, probably looking the best that it's ever have been for us, honestly. Losing John Carlson there at the beginning for us in this franchise mode, that was big for us, but Bowie has stepped in and kind of started playing up to his contract and bidding, and been doing really well. Surprisingly, we were able to keep him around for discount price. Still quite a steep price to pay, but you also got Merle there that we kept around. Definitely a steep price there to pay for him, but we did keep him around. Also have TVR there. Niskanen might as well be his last year here. And yeah, looking pretty good. All in all, Holtby and Grubauer in net, of course, and scratches is Zach Redmond. That's a defenseman. So I'll simulate, and I'll see you guys at the end of sim. We'll see if we make any trades. I'll update you on that. Other than that, see you guys. We had trade here, Desjardins and a 5th round pick for Marmorenshin. Didn't accept though, so give him maybe a little bit more here. There we go. Alright, so here at the mid-season mark, or the trade deadline, should I say, not mid-season mark, we are currently right in the playoff race, more of the bottom tier though, but 29, 26, and 8. Definitely a record that we'd like to improve. Kuznetsov having a huge year, unfortunately, though Ovechkin and Backstrom doesn't look like they're following Evgeny Kuznetsov with that. No, they're actually, Ovi and Backstrom's actually, they are having good years. It's just that looks like Kuznetsov has been fantastic for us so far this year. Defense could be better. See if I can do anything at the trade deadline. But Holtby has been playing down lately this season. So could that mean that we might need to, or might be able to, trade Brayden Holtby? That is definitely in the realm of possibility for a defenseman, and have Philip Grubauer ultimately as our starting netminer. I could look into it. I'll see. So I'll see what we can do. Definitely going to be looking at the blue line, trying to upgrade something there. If not, we'll just stay put. Hopefully we make the playoffs. Guys, we just missed the playoffs. So close. 88 points. But I don't think that's a good thing, because this team's more on the older side. So we're definitely going to have to make some moves in the offseason for sure. I'm thinking of bringing in another defenseman. I mean, like, we don't really have the cap space. But I'll go over the regular season stats. Kuznetsov, he's probably going to be our first line center next season, you gotta think, because Backstrom's starting to regress. Oshie, definitely going to go back. I don't know about Ovi. He's still rocking at franchise potential, but how much further can he go? I mean, this was the first year that he kind of went back, and from 50 to 50 goals, he went to 46. I don't think that's that big of a deal, but still, you gotta think about that. Holtby, same thing. I think he had a down year. Holtby, Brandon Holtby. Kuznetsov had 86, Ovi had 86, then you got Backstrom, and there's the rest. Gotta think that Orlov can't be our first defenseman, so. And in goal, Holtby had a 905 save percentage, so hopefully if he does not get better next season, we're going to have to trade him at the deadline. So I'll simulate to draft and I'll see you guys there then. Okay, so we have some cap space here. It just depends how we're going to use it. I think I'll give Niskanen. Honestly, 1 year deal would even be fine. And try giving TVR a little bit of cheaper one, and that we'll send to the draft. Okay, so here we're at the draft. Like last time, I think I'm just gonna draft here by myself, not show this to you guys, but we do have the 10th overall pick. Maybe I'll look to trade that. We'll see. I'll update you if I make any trades. Other than that, I'll just draft and I'll see you guys at the resign price. Also, Tampa won the Stanley Cup, so I can show you guys that. The playoff bracket. We were not in the playoffs, of course, unfortunately. Vancouver made it pretty far again, but didn't make the cup final, as Dallas beat them in 7. But yeah. The Metropolitan Division, it actually looks pretty weak to me, so hopefully we can capitalize on that next year. So I'll just do the draft now. So TVR accepted and Niskanen rejected. We'll see if we can get Niskanen back. So here at the resign price, just go to contracts here. Bowie is going to be expiring next season. Don't know what we'll do about that. And Niskanen, of course, I don't know. We can offer him the most that we can, but not looking too good. Looks like we're gonna probably have to lose him. We'll sign some of these rookies here upcoming. Definitely should be helpful for some roster depth. Kind of lack that right now. But at least we'll have about 4 million in cap space to spend on free agents, so that should be pretty good on the bright side. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll let the other guys develop. Shen accepted, Niskanen rejected. The other guys I think are going to reject because there's not enough roster space, so doesn't look like we really have anyone else to resign. You take 1 million. I think we'll let both of them go here, and we'll pick up some defense in free agency. Alright, here's so in free agency, probably going to offer Jankowski a solid contract here. We'll just buff this up to 4 million. Should accept that. 4 million, 4 years. I'll update you on that contract situation. Jankowski accepted, which is fantastic. We can bolster up that forward group. We can see what other moves we can make here in free agency. as we know, Backstrom did get hurt last season, so getting some depth there should be good for us. Spencer. I'm gonna look at some defense, but I definitely need defense. Didn't sign Patrick. We didn't get Gustafson last time. We can get him this time, though. Stevens, 24 years of age. I think I'll sign him to 1 year. Carl could be another one. I think that's it. Plus, let me check how much roster space we have. Yeah, I definitely don't have that much. So, yeah, I'll simulate next season, and see you guys there. So here at the start of the new season, we got Ovechkin, Kuznetsov, and Brown on the first line. Kuznetsov, of course, taking Backstrom's spot. Backstrom top 6 now from exact elite. Lehkonen, Backstrom, and Burakovsky on the second line. So Lehkonen finally stepping up. Hopefully that'll be a sign of that he's going to become that top 6 forward that we wanted him to be. Third line, Tom Wilson, Jankowski, the new guy that we just signed. Should be pretty good at the third line row. And TJ Oshie. Also, still a solid top 6 forward, so that can be good for us. And Eller on the fourth line now. Still pretty good, just trying to shake things up with getting Jankowski. Murillo, of course, he's down, but I expect him to only progress as the season goes on because he was an 82, and you've also got Lucas Johansson down there that's only going to get better, and Martin that's still fairly young. You got TVR, Bowie, and Orlov. None of these guys are really going to regress, which is a good thing for us, and Holtby down to 89, and Grubauer still at 82. So not that bad. Dahlstrom and Barber are the scratches. So I'll simulate. If I make any trades, I'll update you on that. Other than that, see you at the trade deadline. Okay, gonna make a trade for Beaulieu here. Only giving up a second round pick and Fred Lyon. That's a prospect for us. And we also get 4th and a 6th. Definitely pretty good trade. Will get us pretty good blue line right now, currently sitting at 28, 16, and 8. So pretty good record all in all. And we'll just bolster up that blue line. I'm gonna make a last trade here probably before the trade deadline. Dzingel should be a solid depth forward for us. Not that bad. So yeah. So here at the trade deadline, probably not going to make any trades, but this is how the lines are looking. Ovechkin having a huge year, 47 goals already, and it's just the trade deadline, 30 assists. Probably going to have a career year, maybe, I'd say, possibly. We'll see. He would have to be 112. He would have to be 112, so it's still possible. And getting Kuznetsov also been very good for us, as well as Jacob Vrana, and Backstrom has embraced the second line role, it looks like. Burakovsky there, also solid. We've got Arturi Lehkonen playing pretty well there too. Tom Wilson. Jankowski's been really good for us. TJ Oshie, and then you got Degupsi. Lars Eller has been very good at the 4th line role, and we also got Ryan Dzingel. Defensively, I don't know what is going on with John Burrell, but he just doesn't, he's not fitting with the team so far, so it's quite possible that we might trade him, but we also have TVR there, Bowie and Beaulieu. Orlov been pretty good, and Martin Marincin also, I don't know why he's down in morale, and Holtby and Grubauer seems overall stats scratched his patron because we need some cap space, of course. And It's quite possible that we may have accidentally had to waive Johansson. Yeah, we may have just accidentally given up a solid blue liner. So that's my bad. So if I make any trades, I'll update you on that. I'm gonna try to make this trade for Zadorov. Both defensemen haven't been working out lately with the team. His morale's been low, and so has Merrill's. So hopefully this is a good change of scenery for both of them, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, so here facing off New Jersey in Game 1, we have home ice. We did re-sign some of our players here. No big names though. Team's looking really good, so hopefully we can just put aside New Jersey, and it doesn't look like it's gonna be an easy task. We get blown out by the Devils 5-1. That is not the start that we were looking for. Oh boy. I'm just speechless after that. Hopefully we can somehow bounce back. Arturi Lehkonen only had the goal for us. Okay. Game 2. Let's see here if we can. This team has some serious problems. If we get swept in this round, like it's not over yet, but if we get swept in the first round, this team has some big problems, I'm telling you. Like, what do I change here? Do I... Offense is fine. Do I call up somebody? I'll see if I can make any changes. So I think we're just gonna go into game 3 here. Hopefully hope for the best. If not, we're gonna need to have another season of building up to do. First period, New Jersey 2-1 lead. Second period, ooh, 3-3 tie. Okay. Actually, close game, finally. Heischer, Palmieri, Backstrom, Zaka, Burkowski, and Dzingel with the goals. And we win game 3. Let's go. Jankowski scoring the game winner. Huge game 3 right there in New Jersey for us. Now can we ride the momentum to a victory here? Last year we were in the conference finals, so getting out in the first round would be a little bit of a disappointment here for us. Is Montreal in the playoffs? Nope. No Montreal to stop us. First period, 2-2 tie. Second period, New Jersey takes a 3-2 lead. Brody, Hall, and Jankowski, Oshie, and Palmieri with the goals. Final period of play, and Taylor Hall and Lars Eller with the last goals, and New Jersey takes a 3-1 lead on us. It's not good at all. Let's see if we can bounce back here. Jankowski leading the team in points, 2 goals, 2 assists. Not bad. Game 5 here. New Jersey 1-0 lead. Thomas Tatar scoring for New Jersey. Pavel Zacha giving them a 2-goal lead, and New Jersey wins in 5 games. Pavel Zacha with 2 goals. And they knock us out in 5 games. So, just looks like it just wasn't this team's year. So I'll simulate to the draft then, unless we're going to do some contract signings here for sure. Seemed like this was really going to be our year here. Ovi with 104 points. Team was insane. What else can you do? I'll try re-signing the Zingle. Maybe he accepts. I doubt, though. Yeah, rejected. Alright, I'll send him to the draft then. Okay, right here before the draft, Philly won the Stanley Cup. If you want to take a look at the playoff tree there. We did not make it very far, as we all know. At least Philly knocked them off in 7 games. Yeah, that New Jersey team was a good team, honestly. And they're lucky that they knocked them off in 7 games, honestly, because they completely squashed us in 5. That's nice to know that we were the fastest series. Except I was hoping that we were gonna come out of it, not New Jersey in the first round. So that's your playoff bracket right there. Here we go into the contracts. See if we can get some cap raise. Hopefully, maybe. Does he go up to an 83? Wow. That's nice, but yet very taxing. We'll resign Stanford. I think we'll let Grubauer go. Kind of need our younger goalies to step in and start playing. Definitely would help a lot. But yeah, other than that, I'll do the draft and I'll see you guys at the end of the draft. I'll update you if I make any trades, but other than that, see you at the end of the draft. Okay, so we're here at the resign phase, so got some big contracts coming up, like Zadorov, Orlov, Burakovsky, and Nathan Beaulieu is unassigned currently, so basically our whole defense is in jeopardy right now, but between Nathan Beaulieu and Ryan Dzingel, we can only afford one of them, so I think I'll go for Ryan Dzingel. We also did draft Zadorov's maybe brother, I guess, top 9 forward, 19 years of age, 75 overall. We'll sign him to a contract. We'll see how he does. Some of these rookies here, they're not rookies anymore. They're almost ready to be in the lineup, so we're going to start signing them. Definitely want them on the team. Replace some of the depth that we're lacking. We had some retired players like Jay Beagle retire. He was with the team for a long time, as we know. But, yeah, replacing these guys is going to be key if we want to go further in the playoffs. This team's still a pretty good team. They just need to show us that they can do it. There's only, so far this franchise mode, there's only been one time that we got out of the first round and made it to the conference finals, semifinals, basically, and we blew it, kind of, in 6 games, but who knows, maybe we bounce back and go to the Stanley Cup finals this time. Single rejected. These players are already saying that we don't have any room on the roster, unfortunately. Zingle down to a 82. That's interesting. Still offer him a $4 million contract because he was playing really well for us. we can get him to stay, that would be nice. There we go. Accepted. He might even make the third line cut for us if TJ Oshie regresses enough. So we'll see. Bauer, can't really afford these guys. Stanford, though. I'd look to re-sign Stanford to a decent contract. Shaw. We'll try to get him to stay. We'll see. Zadorov accepted, that's good. The other Zadorov. Wait. See if I can try to get Stanford back. He was a good fourth line player for us last year. Maybe that can get him to stay. Wants more money. Do we have 2 million? I know that we have like 1.9. Can we somehow get him to stay? Would be nice. That's all we can give him. 1 year at 1.9. 10. To be exact. We'll see if he accepts here. Still rejected. I think we'll just let him go at that point then. We'll go to free agency now. See if we can get anything. Paul Byron. That could be good. Finish Stroza, that could be another good signing for us. Lindbergh, Weidman, definitely can get that defense back. Justin Williams on the free agency market. Tyler Mott. A lot of good depth forwards here in this free agency market. Definitely gonna look to resign some of these, sign some of these guys, and I think Vinny Hinostroza could be good for us. Give him a 3-year contract. Justin Williams also can be solid veteran presence for us. Let's see if we can find anyone else here. There's Stanford. We can afford him. It's just that whether or not he's going to want to stay. Sign him to something. Tyler Patuzzi. Could try getting him. We do kind of need some of that physical presence there, for sure. Andrew Gretto. Try getting him. See if we can find any two-way deals here. I'll sign him. Medium elite. Get on the team right now. Some of these defensemen, we need to sign them. Delorier. See how much roster space we have. I don't think we have that much, unfortunately. Oh, we have some space. Okay. So I'll update you on those contracts then. Another thing that I'd like to see is what is our situation in goal. Jacob Verana's up to an 88. How? It's gonna be like elite or something. Backstrom down to 87. You have this. Not sorry, kid. The Bally picks up the slack and goes up in overall. Yeah, Skinner's gonna be our backup now. 82 overall, 23 years of age, very good. Can even take the reins from Holtby once he's done being our starter, and we also have some solid backups behind him. So our goal situation in goal is not a problem. Total cap is 92 million. That is worth mentioning. We have gone very far so far. So I'll simulate and I'll show you guys who accepted their contracts. Justin Williams accepted. Nugetto accepted. Sanford doesn't want to come. Nestroda and Bertuzzi. Braun. We got all those young guys there, so I think most of them accepted other than Stanford. So I'll simulate to next season and I'll see you guys there. Okay, so here at the start of the regular season, first line Ovechkin back down to a 93. No surprise there, really. 37 years old. He's down to a top 6 potential, but then you got Evgeny Kuznetsov there, 91 overall, going up. Still at elite level. Jacob Vrana also stepping up, 88 overall, insane. Probably gonna become an elite player. Arturi Lehkonen, second line forward, finally hopefully stepping into that second line that we wanted him to at the start. Maxstrom still on the second line, probably gonna stay there for a while. If not, Jankowski might even step up. And then you got Andrei Burakovsky, Tom Wilson, Jankowski, and TJ Oshie. TJ Oshie, he's got 3 years, $5.750 million. That ridiculous contract that he's got. We'll see. For now he's an 82, so it's fine. But once he gets below an 80, we might look to replace him. Bertuzzi, Dzingel, and Barber on the fourth line. Dzingel playing center, of course, pretty good. Orlov, Zadorov, first pairing, not bad. Those two names rhyme, I just realized, Orlov and Zadorov. If we had Carlson, that would have been nice. If we kept Carlson, a lot would have changed here, but we didn't, so there's that. TVR and Bowie on the second pairing. This line, I feel like this defense keeps going back to where it is. We add another piece, and then we have to give it away. And it's just like that. Looks like it's just going to be like that. So I'm going to simulate, and if I'm making trades, I'll update you on that. But other than that, see you guys at the trade deadline. Dallas just offered us a trade here for Ekholm. Probably going to accept it. We'll be trading Eller and Shen. Oh gosh, Shen's a good prospect though. Let me take away Shen. And then maybe give him, let's see here, one of our other bad contracts. I'm thinking Marincin. And then, so that frees up some space there. And give them next year's first. Rejected. And a third. Still Trade rejected. I'll give him a first and a second. Oh, come on. Okay, we'll do that. We'll send down Bertuzzi and DeGoopsy. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright. Okay, gonna make a trade here, getting rid of TJ Oshie's contract because you're about to see what we're gonna do here. It's just the smartest move for us, but I'll show you what we'll get soon. Very soon. Okay, just completed a massive trade for Jonas Brodin. We traded a first round pick, a bunch of players just to get us under the cap and situated and everything, including TVR, also trading one of our top elite prospects. But Jonas Brodin is an elite defender. We had to trade TJ Oshie to get under the cap somehow, and this defense is looking better than ever, honestly. This Capitals defense hasn't looked this good. Last time Capitals can recall probably would be when we had John Carlson, but that did not end well, didn't it, for us? But the offense took a little bit of a hit because of all that cap moving and whatnot. But we do have some young players coming up, and I think we can easily absorb the losses that we just had. But yeah, so I'll keep simulating then. Big trade, we're 500 right now, so we had to make a big move, and I feel like this team could compete, and we'll see how they react to this. Ovi with 20 goals and 20 assists. So far so good, and we'll see. So here, kind of turning it around, 34, 23, and 5 Capitals record. Not that bad. Kuznetsov is our points leader with 18 goals and 51 assists. As for the lineup, I'm not going to be making any trade. That Jonas Brodin trade kind of made us go all out. Ovechkin down to a 90, unfortunately, but he is still going strong. Ovi is going strong. Well, about 68 points right there, almost 70. Jacob Vrana also been pretty good. Looking in there. Backstrom's heavily regressed down to an 84. Hinestroza. Well, Backstrom, he did sign, I guess he did sign that contract. He is 35. Ovi is 37. We're probably going to keep Ovi as long as possible. That's my goal right here. For now, Brodin, of course, has been fantastic for us. Our number one defenseman now is Zadorov and Dmitry Orlov. And also we got Matthias Ekholm. And Bowie somehow still holding up there on the last pairing. Not too shabby. Skinner and Holtby, Holtbeast there. So yeah, I'm going to simulate further. There's no real sense of making any trades, so I'll see you guys at the end of the season then. We're right in the playoff race. Hopefully we make it. I have good faith that we do. Division is kind of stacked. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, here, so at the end of the season, finishing with a record of 43, 32, and 7. 93 points, just squeezing in the playoffs. Ovechkin had a 52-goal season. This guy isn't slowing down. He wants to catch Gretzky's record. We'll see by the end of this franchise if he catches it, because, like, damn, this is insane. We're definitely gonna have him play out his contract, because he just had another really good year. 96 points. What can you say, honestly? He's been, last year he had almost his career year, almost matched that, and this year he had his 5th best scoring year, so this guy is not slowing down at all at the age of 37. Kuznetsov also playing really well. Vrana, also somebody that's been playing really well on that wing. Backstrom have decent. Jankowski, Tomlinson could be better. Zingle, and you got Barber there on defense. Orlov and Zadorov, Ekholm, and Bowie. We do have an injury of Jonas Brodin. We'll see how that goes without him in the playoffs. Hopefully we can overcome that. Holtby, 922 save percentage. Skinner had a 924, so not that bad for Skinner. Stewart, Skinner, pretty good. We'll see how they do in the playoffs, so I'll simulate to the playoffs. Also, something that we forgot to do last year was some player rewards. Art Ross went to OV. Hart Memorial went to OV, so Kuznetsov got the Lady Bing. Gibson got the Williams Jennings and the Vesna. Ted Lindsay went to Ovechkin. And Maurice Richard went to none other than Ovechkin. Every other year he seems to win it, so we'll see if he wins it this year again. Hopefully he does, so I'll simulate to playoffs. And we will be playing the Tampa Bay Lightning. So that can be fun. We'll see how we do there. Game 1 here coming up. See if we can do it. And they're up 2-0. We come back here. 1-goal lead for Tampa Bay. Andre Palat and Sam Gagne, but then Arturi Lehkonen answering. But it is not enough as Tampa Bay pushes us aside. 4-1. Game 2 coming up here. We'll see how we do. Zero tie, and Tampa Bay scores 3 goals, and it looks like it's over. Yep, and they beat us 5-1. 2-0 series lead. Can we maybe come back, hopefully? Kind of defeated right now. Because if we get exited in the first round again, that might be a little bit, disappointing. 2-1 lead, 3-3 tie. We lose 6-4. Tampa Bay 3-0 lead on us. Ovechkin had no goals. This is rough, man. Can we at least not get swept here? At least let's not get swept. First period, Tampa Bay 2-0 lead, 4-2 lead for Tampa Bay, and they win 5-3. They sweep us. So that's going to be disappointing. So I'll simulate to the draft then, and I'll see you guys at the draft then. Not much to say other than that. So, I mean, our blue line was depleted, but it'll be down to 89 because of morale. That's rough. That's rough. And we didn't have Brodin, so you never know. If we had Brodin in there, maybe, who knows, maybe we win a couple of games, maybe we still get destroyed, you don't know. We'll see each other at the draft then. So here at the draft, probably going to end the episode here. Just let's take a look at player rewards. Big year for Pasternak. Ovechkin gets the Maurice Richard 2 years in a row. But I don't think it really means anything to him because he has not won a Stanley Cup. So we'll continue to build on next episode. So thanks for watching. Hope you like and subscribe, and see you next vid. Bye bye.